Welcome to today's video. Today I'm taking you along for my morning routine and giving you some tips on what makes a good morning routine, in my opinion. So the first thing that I will say is that I think that a good morning routine starts the evening before. And I know to some of you that is not some huge bombshell or a big deal. I think that by having the kitchen cleaned the night before, planning dinner, what you're already going to make the next day, I think that those things, and making sure that your home is tidy before you go to bed, I think that those things really help set up your morning. And so that is what I try to do. I don't do them the best. And then the next thing I will say is getting in your Bible time. This is something that I have been really trying to do this year. I struggled last year big time with my quiet time and getting my Bible time in. And so this year I am really trying to prioritize that time, really trying to dig into the Bible and my devotional. And right now I'm actually reading a book instead of doing like a devotional with my Bible time. The book is called The Power of a Woman's Words. And you guys, it is powerful. It really is. It had, every time I read it, I don't want to put it down. It is so good. And it just, it hits home. And there's so many good stories in it. So I will link it down below, and I highly recommend you going to check that book out. But after I finish my Bible time, you open up the curtains, let a little bit of light in when I can. But really quick, I want to pause here and I want to talk about this bread knife and this bread slicer that was sent to me by Piklohas. If you've been around here, you have heard me talk about them before. This is their bread knife. It is user-friendly. It has a user-friendly handle. It ensures your fingers stay away from the countertop while using it. The serrations are smooth and the blade is sharp. The concave points on the blade reduce contact with food, offering a non-stick effect. This bread slicer is very easy to assemble. Easily. It has 4 adjustable settings. The screws on both sides let you adjust the thickness to your preference. The horizontal design ensures that there are no wood or plastic shavings when slicing the bread. I don't know how I make everything look awkward. I have watched this back a few times now and I'm like, I look like I'm about to chop my hand off. I promise I'm not. I just make everything so awkward, you guys. It does not matter what it is. I can make it awkward. Adam laughs with me all the time because I will go to hand him something or I will go to do something and I just make it awkward. But anyways, we're talking about this. I think that this is amazing. I love this bread knife so much. It is so sharp. It just does the trick. And I am so thankful for it. And this bread slicer, it's so easy to use. So easy to use. And I just wanted to show you here how I just move it up and down to the thickness preference that I want. And I just slice the bread. And it is so easy, you guys. It is so easy. And so all the links will be down in the description below if you want to check them out. I absolutely love Piklohas, and obviously this is my second time showing you something from them. I love their knives. I love their bread slicer and their knife block. And so if you want to check any of their stuff out, all the links will be in the description below, and you can go check them out down there. Back to what I was saying before. And after I get dressed for the day, whether that's getting a shower or just getting dressed or whatever, I do my Bible study, and then after that it is time to make breakfast. And so mainly we make pancakes around here for breakfast. I don't know, the kids have just been in a big pancake kick, and I'm trying to stay away from like cereals and stuff like that, even though they have been begging for Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm trying not to stray from the outside aisles. I'm trying to stay away from as much processed food as I possibly can. So we have been making lots of pancakes in the morning around here. That is one of the kids' favorite things. And so that is what I do. Something that I will say that I try to do in my morning routine is trying to focus on my 3 priorities. I always have 3 main things that I try to accomplish a day. And so I try to think, okay, what are the 3 main things that if I can only get those 3 things done today, I will feel accomplished getting those done first. And so that's usually, if I didn't clean the kitchen the night before, it's cleaning the kitchen or tidying up the living room, doing some laundry, stuff like that. And then after I get breakfast done, it is time to move on to getting those dishes done, trying to clean the kitchen back up so that it does not get a mess, which it tends to stay that way. I don't know, having a small kitchen, it always feels like it's a mess no matter what. It doesn't matter how, it could be the smallest amount of dishes and it's still going to feel like it's a mess to me. I don't know. And Colt made me leave that in. Did you see? I messed that all up. I was trying to put that in the cabinet and I dropped it. I told you guys, I make everything awkward. I can make anything look like a hot mess. So after that, I'm just cleaning the counters off. I am also trying to think, I told you in the beginning that one thing that I try to think about the night before is what I'm going to cook the next day for dinner. And so one of the things that I try to do is I try to think, okay, do I need to make dinner now? Can I make dinner now ahead of time, or should I just wait? And especially if we're working, I try my hardest to make dinner after or before we leave. And so that is what I'm doing here. That is one thing that I try to get accomplished, is making dinner before in my morning routine. And then it's on to lunch. What are we having for lunch? Those types of things. So that is a little bit of a look at what I do for my morning routine, what I try to accomplish, what I try to ask myself. And so I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope that I gave you some inspiration, or you just enjoyed coming along with me while I did some things on this morning. Let me know some of the things that you do in your morning routine. I am always trying to find ideas and things that I can do to make my morning routine even better. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and Lord willing, I will see you on the next one.